Congratulations on pulling together all of your Python skills to create your own Python Poet project. Throughout this course, you've gotten a strong foundation of computer science fundamentals to build on as you move on to more advanced topics and your own creative projects. Let's talk about 5 of the problem-solving strategies that you can use to apply all of your new Python skills to tackle interview questions, real-world issues, and any of your own project goals. The first strategy is to generate test inputs for your code. Using test inputs is important because it's easier to understand a problem and its solution when you think concretely with real data rather than abstractly. Let's go back to our chatbot as an example. You might have started by testing a few user phrases that you wanted your chatbot to respond to. Those kinds of tests help define the base behavior that you want your code to have. After covering the basic expected inputs to a program, you should also generate 2 to 3 other tests that cover the edge cases of your code. What happens when a user says something to the chatbot that you don't expect? What happens if they enter a blank response? For a program like the custom calculator, you might want to test that your operations work if users enter very large or negative numbers, or a word. What does the calculator do if someone enters toast plus jam? A second strategy to use when solving a new problem is to first solve it by hand, without a computer. Doing work by hand first helps you fully understand the problem and resolve any misconceptions. It might help you generate new ideas for how to use code to solve the problem, and it's a good way to show that the solution you want to implement will actually work. You can do this on whiteboard or with a piece of paper. You could even explain your process out loud to yourself. Software engineers call that rubber duck debugging because explaining a process out loud, even if it's to a plastic rubber duck, will help your brain better understand the problem. We've already talked about the third problem-solving strategy quite a bit in this course. It's to plan with pseudocode. And after that, you can use the fourth strategy, write good quality code, to implement your plan. Following all of the quality coding practices that we've talked about in this course will help you write code that others will understand. If other people can understand your code, they'll be able to give you feedback on your solutions and help you if you get stuck. Our last problem-solving strategy is to check your work. You can use the test inputs you generated to make sure each part of your code works as expected. You can ask other people to check your work with a code review. And most importantly, you can get feedback from your users, the people you expect to use your code. Watching someone else use the program you created will show you if it's easy to use and works in the way that other people expect it to. With your computer science fundamentals, Python programming skills, and these problem-solving strategies, you can go out and build your ideas to solve real-world problems. You can design and build new experiences for people. Take a look at the final activities in this topic for ideas on where to go next, projects you can build, and ways that you can use everything you learned in this course to take a step towards a career in computer science.